You suck at GTA. London. Make sure you touch John inappropriately. Go ahead, keep doing it. Oh, I bet he enjoyed it, honestly. Oh, that just sounds cool.
That's actually pretty cool.
Hey, you wanna try it? John.
What?
Do you like fat wieners?
No.
You wanna try mine?
No.
Damn, man.
Hey. Oh, that's the Paragon R.
John.
Yo,
You sure you wanna try my hot wieners?
how big?
Oh, I got them from like fresh pork for the pigs on your local, so
That's pretty cool.
yeah, so I got some local wieners. You know?
Find that. Wrong car. Hey. You fucking loser. Hey, let me buy a jacket. Let me get a jacket.
I got a gold jacket.
I'm changing hats.
London, touch him in his sleep.
I don't think he wants to.
Oh, okay, John. Oh yeah, he loves. Oh, you gotta fold them, right? You John ready to get folded?
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. Gardner Minshew and the Pittsburgh Steelers versus Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faced up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a
Do
team
it,
that's
John.
built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ooh,
Looking to throw
hot.
it. Minshew.
it's very
Moving the
hot.
pressure right. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The numbers for him from a week ago. Now you figure that he'll probably be up as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now Minshew.
That's news to me.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down here inside the 30.
London
and
touched
finally
it
taken down
very
at the 30-yard
inappropriately.
line. Minshew, 1st and 10. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 20 line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And this is caught at the 8. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. It'll be Minshew again. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay, touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
Suck it. Oh, I think I just he had a wet dream.
First down throw, Darnold, and Anderson's got it. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've...
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? And right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And after the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Touchdown! Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. You've got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Darnold. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look under pressure, and they got to him again. Devin Bush, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll
Yeah,
check
it did.
on his status when we get back.
John looked at it. John looked at it.
Apparently there's an invisible wall there where you can't shoot.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And this winds up a gain of 4.
I did it all the time.
41. 6 yards left on
There must be a
second
newbie.
down.
Oh, welcome to
Here's
GTA.
Minshew. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson.
Did John kill you? Because I heard John was really good at
This has
GTA.
to go down as one of the simpler
He told me he was really good. He told me he was really good at the game.
Oh, so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Told me yesterday.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ooh, get your ankles broke.
Left side complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Imagine getting your ankles
So
broke
here's
in
a
Madden.
1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Again, Minshew looking to throw.
Imagine playing Madden in 2022.
Smith-Schuster. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster.
I'm just playing GTA online
his
right now.
4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Imagine not playing Madden and playing
Is
GTA.
already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is
No!
and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring
Sounds-
it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are
hot.
all over them.
The third time
That
wasn't
is
a
really
charm.
hot.
They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead,
That's
but
hot.
couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing
hot.
that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah,
Wish
we
I could
talk
close
about
you,
this a
John.
lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
John, you got Walmart Wi-Fi? You got McDonald's Wi-Fi, John?
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
John.
Whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther.
Do you have
that's having
Walmart
some
Wi-Fi?
difficulty down there getting up. And this should be the final play before the
sense.
quarter ends. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now this one to his tight end
Not what I
out
was
on the
told.
right side. And he'll be taken down as that will
Lennon told me
take
you're
us
lagging,
to the
so-
end of the first quarter of play.
No, you're lagging.
We are in for a good one as we're
Yes.
through one on EA Sports.
Because why not, John?
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield
All right, talking
and
about that.
inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside
Yes.
the 30.
Yes. Yes.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there.
Yes.
Running game helping out, picking up some
Yes.
of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
McCaffrey, and the running lane's non-existent
Yes.
in this first half as they'll stop him
Yes, you
behind
were.
the line. 2
Yes,
yards
you
the
were.
loss, 2nd and 12.
John, I was watching London's stream.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And this
Hey, at least he
throw
knows how to
bit
stream.
late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some
That's
confidence.
snooze to you.
Point yet, flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap.
Shit.
Forcing the completion.
A little eager there coming in from his outside
Touched him.
linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him
Come on,
in
bro.
jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
And he's going to be
Get
taken
sacked.
down, back around the 35-yard line. Alex Highsmith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads
I'll
to
play Madden
4th
22.
down. And he missed it.
He missed the field goal, bro. What the wow. Well, you
Most
garbage.
disappointing when you miss a field goal,
Imagine you missing
but
a
when
field
you're
goal
playing
in
against a
Madden.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. Swinging this out for Pollard. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball,
Oh my
has a hit of
God.
steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
No, you are dummy.
The Panthers turn to their
You are
nickel
dummy.
set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. Open man. Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're
Juju
able to
caught
get
the ball.
3rd down conversion.
Good strong
Najee Harris is
catch
better.
right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. This is caught.
White horse.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! Tony Pollard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. It's complete. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Yes.
Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive
Yes,
last time. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal. And that pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
God, I give you permission.
Alex Highsmith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
God, I gave you permission.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Exactly, London.
Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And take
Holden
at the 35. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So here's a first and 10
right now.
at the 38.
That'd be hilarious.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll roll him out right. A little juke. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The first down screen pass, good for 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Going for it all. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tackle. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And Smith.
Magic, Danik, coming fanatic, so one, they can never have it.
Here late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Darnold. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Fighting his way through contact. How did he stay on his feet? It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Minshew's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came to...
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers.
Here we go.
They'll throw now on the final play. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster as time expires in the first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Are you sure, John?
What?
Dre, are you sure Dre's another piece of shit? Answer the question, John.
Time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Are you sure Dre's
Very
not a
easy
piece
for
of
us to
shit?
talk about up here that yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too.
Are you a piece of
They
shit?
show great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to
London,
complete
John, a
the
piece of
pass
shit.
and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll be at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And they've just gone to halftime with the Giants out on top. Saquon Barkley, well on his way to a 100-yard afternoon. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. 2 touchdown passes there for the former MVP, Matt Ryan. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. In that one, all even as they play the visiting Texans. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Patrick. Patrick.
Panthers going to
sense.
get the football
All right.
first. Trail well as we resume play in this second half. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hodges throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Play action supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. And he will have the Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers.
Oh yeah.
That's my job. I'm sorry, Ricky. She's just too hot. But that's your fucking sister. Damn it, Patrick. Stop fucking your damn
Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the backflip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Touch yourself.
Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready
Very supportive. I love it.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. If there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And right about you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe
I hear my first son playing.
To everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
His throw caught at about the 5. And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Hodges got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. And he whips Force that one incomplete there.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit,
Thank you.
but going for 2 in this situation, somebody don't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back.
No, he just closed the clothing store, though. Yeah. I opened all 3 registers and got at least $418 out of them. Nice. I'm still
In
waiting.
your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this moment.
I'm still waiting for me to find a way that I give a
The
fuck.
Carolina offense about ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his
You're waiting a
assistant
long
coaches
time.
getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach
85.
coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's
At
get
least
moving,
20, at least
guys."
55.
Glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was kicking. From the 29, Darnold. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Third and long, it's Darnold. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Hodges. This is the tight end, Njoku.
You have legs?
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And quickly,
I've never seen
Hodges
Patrick's legs
now
before.
to the right side to Eric Ebron. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Here's Hodges looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led
Can,
to
you
an
don't go outside.
incompletion.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Hodges toward the end zone, but that's
But you never go outside either.
incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Tony Pollard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes
yeah,
when you
John, what the
start
hell?
counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside.
I have like gray sweatpants.
Sometimes the back of the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty
I'll be
ticked off
back.
folks on the other sideline now.
The possession of the football goes over to
Here, have fun with
Carolina.
Patrick
And
while I
here we are,
mute
almost
myself.
through 3
Pretend I'm
quarters
gone.
of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Darnold, he lost the football. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Darnold now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Steven Nelson. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. They run with Harris. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They hand this off to Harris. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Harris, touchdown, Pittsburgh. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers
I got back
about
as soon as you
ready
got
to take
back.
over. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Now a throw here to his running back.
I was shooting the entire time just waiting for you to get back.
This one up to about the 35.
I was in the middle of a game.
Ball up to the 35
I'm still in the middle of a
now
game.
as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Darnold. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 40.
Pick him off.
Pick up of 9.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball.
Swear to God, they don't
running
like
backs in
start
open space
picking them off when they
because
freaking
they
cry.
have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles.
Look, he caught that ball, and it's completely your fault.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing again is Darnold. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. The Panthers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on.
That's not what I wanted, bro. Why do you think I'm in front and get that ball? I don't know.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here.
Come on, we're gonna go 5-0.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly
We're not the
brought
Patriots.
down. But a nice little gain. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
See, I feel bad for Patriot fans.
And some room to maneuver. A beautiful fake. That
Go,
is
go,
finally
go.
gonna
Come on,
be
Najee.
brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 34. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Najee
It's
trips
just their
up.
first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Again, he finds an opening, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 107 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate quite the way. And now they look to polish it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play.
Good job.
But I guess when you're
Oh, only one in Madden.
I just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they got something to prove.
Which Madden do that?
Something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it
Which
on
Madden
them
do
in
you
this
have?
game.
Boswell now to kick it away after the
Or
touchdown.
download 22. It's like on sale for $20. And then
And
we won
Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
we'll have a 3-way.
Carolina
We're gonna let them
getting
get it too.
set to take the
It'll be
field.
2v1, you 2 versus
And
me.
let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points.
That sounds good.
Okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now he's going to swing this one.
Bro, that
out to
was
his
a
running back.
terrible play,
And he
bro.
got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Bro, this
So
has
it
got.
goes as a
Come on,
completed
Cameron
pass,
Hayward
but they
freaking.
lose a full 5 yards.
That was a terrible play, bro.
Just
What
2
the hell?
minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So
It's been a
Panther
one-sided affair,
football
this
as
whole
we
lobby.
welcome you back.
You know, this whole
They're
freaking
looking at
match.
2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now it's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Boswell's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want
You
their
see, I don't want to
opportunity,
get this
and
score
he
too
seized
high.
his.
And
So
Smith
I didn't
chooses
get a
not to
touchdown. I got the field
return,
goal.
bring it out to the 25.
I want it.
Here's the
Thanks.
Carolina offense as they get
But how the
ready to
Cowboys
take over
4-0?
here. Let's just be frank. They're playing
Am I missing
for
something?
pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't.
Darnold, he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
Bruh.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a two-point try on top success.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for two now while their heads are down.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here's Darnold. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So this one in the win column for the
That's a
Pittsburgh
win,
Steelers.
John. I'm just one.
And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in
They
fine
were
form. The defense
incredible.
through the shutout, Adam. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Steelers, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
The world's richest kicker.
Yo, where's London?
He died.
I think so.
John,
Yo.
you're a Patriots fan, right? Why? Give me a reason why.
Because why be a Giants or Jets fans?
I didn't ask Giants or Jets. I said why New England. Of
Because I live in New England.
Of all 32 teams, why New England? You see, why do you think I'm not a? Why I think I'm not a Bills fan, nor a Jets, nor a Giants fan? I live in New York.
Because they suck.
No, because the Bills are actually a good team, but I'm not a Bills fan. I live like 6 hours from Pittsburgh, but yeah, I'm a Steelers fan. But you live like, I don't know, however you close to Gillette Stadium. You're a Deflatrius fan. Why? Do you like that monstrosity of a team? Hashtag the Deflatriots. What do you see in them?
Who's playing the Super Bowl this year?
The championship game is tomorrow.
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh,
Rams and Chiefs. That's what I'm going for.
Week 6
I hope
of
so.
the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL
The Bengals are
season,
playing
and
the
we are
Chiefs,
underway
and the Rams are
on
playing the
EA
Niners.
Sports.
Tomorrow.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And here
So,
come
I figure the
Saints for their
Rams
opening drive.
versus Chiefs. That's what I
And a
want.
glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him?
I'm a big
workmanlike
football
in terms
fan,
of
so I'm gonna
numbers?
watch it for
One
football.
touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's
I'm
the
playing
bottom
Madden
line for
right
him.
now.
All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully.
I do
springs a
know I'm playing
receiver
Madden.
or
You
two
stalking my
free.
profile? Oh, I didn't.
They'll run it for the first time.
No,
without
I
Kamara.
didn't snap.
And
I snapped
immediately
Patrick
there.
Rodriguez.
No gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
And
I didn't
think
snap
that's gonna
game,
go
man.
down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy,
Yes,
but you
I
gotta
do.
like the play.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC
You
Defensive
can put
Player
in your
of the Week,
place.
picking up where he left off.
Very interesting.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll look to throw. He'll find his
But
tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
this man,
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
yeah. That's also your second mistake.
And that throw
That's your second
behind
mistake.
his man, he missed him, incomplete. This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take...
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it back to the house.
Touchdown.
Recovery for a Steelers score.
All right, you watching my live stream?
Huge play by
You
the
should.
defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know
Watch
it's
me-
no fun for
watch
anyone
me
who plays offense,
beat
but isn't it fun
John
to see how
Fair
a defense
Saints
rallies when
team.
there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way
John likes
home.
the
I always
Saints.
like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
You mean the Patriots?
They wait time showing how
You mean,
aggressive they're
you
gonna
mean
be this
shitty
game.
team that sucks and cheats because they're called the Patriots?
Surf's up, and when surf's up, you ride the wave.
Imagine
They felt
liking the
great about that
Patriots.
quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt
Could be
comfortable
John.
with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd.
John and
you can bet they're
Patrick
bringing 2
Rodriguez
hands on
love the
ball.
Patriots.
Here's
They're
the
Patriot
kicks away
fanboys.
following that fumble return. From a yard or 2
And
deep, here
they're
comes
not
the
big football
return.
fanatics like
That decision to bring it out
the
ends up
cheating
not being
team.
a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
You don't like the Steelers. You like the
New Orleans
Broncos.
Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second
No,
drive.
you're only saying that because me and London like the Steelers. That's why you're saying that. I liked them my whole life. Also, my family's from Pittsburgh.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 21 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying.
I don't
to
watch
their entire
sports.
staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
I watch every single game.
Side taken in by his tight end. That catch good for only a yard.
Oh, you
and it'll
don't?
be third down.
What the hell is wrong with you? I'm gonna watch the games tomorrow, both of them.
Drop the throw. Into heavy
Ha!
traffic,
Get
it's
picked off, you
intercepted.
little trash.
Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And he's able to get it back to the
This man just got
33-yard
kicked
line.
off.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Burn.
And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. Space to run past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
You being gay.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual.
That's a
right?
serious problem.
But
You
now
need to go
most
see
teams
mental
have
health for
some-
that.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler
No,
touchdown.
because I'm smart.
Deontay Johnson. his
I used to be
sixth
like that,
touchdown of
but
the
now I
season.
learned that the hard
And the
way, so I
Steelers
stopped
are
becoming
quickly
smart.
add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working.
Just
in tandem.
about.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on
You should.
top of that.
You need to. You have to.
Any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that
It's better for your health.
conversation prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a
Something I don't
90%
have.
chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way.
It does. And they're going to get it.
I don't.
And the goes to 16-0. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge win for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. About the defense, you don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Sorry for John to call me.
And here comes
He does
a
use it
return
on
from just beyond the goal line.
After he's not
And
watching
he
his
brought
porn.
down shots, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
He still hasn't called me.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide,
Makes
do we
sense.
even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute
I also
better
read it too.
and try and get back in this game?
Oh, and Twitch.
They start the drive on the ground.
Real Twitch.
Kamara. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Twitch thoughts.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Favorite.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way
Oh,
to
I've seen his
execute a
sister's
run
history.
blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And defensively going with a dime.
A lot of points.
He's on 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And this is going
Yeah, I
to
know.
be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team
Doing
sending
an
this
audit.
one away. And this will be taken at the 13.
John was doing an Audi.
26 yards. And possession
Hey, John.
will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh
John.
offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll run for the first
I'm playing.
time with
I'm playing
Najee
Madden.
Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets
Well, Papa?
into enemy territory.
I'll buy you it.
This is Harris. And he is tackled inside.
I mean, I have enough to buy it again.
Point to 5.
It's on sale for 20 bucks.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It
I
helped
do.
lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and
I'll give
every
you 20
week.
bucks if you buy
Right
Madden.
now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving
You're never gonna
forward
play
for
it, so what's
6
the point of buying it?
yards. A look at the numbers for Harrison last
probably gonna pay it like
week's
one
game.
time.
8 carries, a touchdown to go.
You're probably gonna
along
pay it
with
like one time.
124 yards.
Yep.
And into
So
the
just like
end
that.
zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris.
Me and your mom had fun last night, John.
Team of the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
John.
Well, partner, time to start thinking about dinner plans after this one.
John.
I don't want to write them off first quarter, but my goodness, the offense
London.
in a 4-score lead.
We
Go
are
London.
programmed to not get to that stage.
London.
To think that way, but you can't help it. They look like
Yeah,
sheer
kids.
perfection right now with those 4 scores this early. Let's see if they can keep it up, and let's see if there's
Go
any
buy
way
it.
possible they can be slowed down.
Yeah, right now,
Go
I don't
buy
see
it.
any signs of them being slowed down. Boswell now
You
to
see,
kick it
neither do
away
I.
after the touchdown.
I don't have
A couple
$12.
yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
No, 21.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous
Are you-
territory. You're already down
are you
3
touching
scores.
yourself in
A
that
3
session?
out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience. You also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second and 4. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there.
Try to get a
Gotta be
girlfriend.
able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about 3 yards or so as they
Catching
wind
won't
up
do it.
getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Line of scrimmage, the
So it's
31
okay.
now on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Camara.
Me too.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Your pain.
From the gun,
You
it's
give
a
me
run
pain
for
when I see you.
Camara.
I see your name.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd
Me
and
too.
about 3 to go.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be.
How did he catch that
I'd
ball?
like to see them open things up. because
Patrick, are you watching my
otherwise
stream?
this defense just gonna gang up on the run and shut them down.
You should.
This offense finding its
well,
Here's another
Here,
1st
go on
and 10.
Twitch. Watch my stream. Thanks, Papa.
Give. This is Camara, and he'll work this
You can play.
forward
You
for
can play your
about
music
3
and watch
at
stream at the same
2nd
time.
down.
You know.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win,
Yes, you can.
but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run.
I have.
All right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly,
Why are you following
pretty close to
Zyke
staying
now?
on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a throw here.
John
hauled
died.
in.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
See, John
Yeah,
died.
they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, Camara. And very little there. He made a yard. Yeah, I think he got
What do
a
you
yard
think?
to the 41. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions.
Take a
on
guess,
this
London.
drive.
You
This
take a
one's
guess,
tough.
Patrick.
They need 9 yards on 3rd down. They'll set up to
I'm winning.
throw.
So. Pick him off!
Throw there, complete.
Sometimes it's just not your day.
Trash,
There's another
white
failure
trash.
right
It's
there.
24, not 44.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Yeah, cause someone. What kind of kick was that,
This
bro?
will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the
See
15-yard
that?
line. Not too
You
bad.
see that kick, bro?
Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. And we check the rushing numbers so
No,
far
this is,
here in week
career.
6, and the returns have
Franchise.
been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season
Yeah,
toward the
I'm,
end.
I'm
They're
currently 5-0
certainly
right
hoping
now,
they
so.
can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people
Sounds like a
want that,
personal problem.
Especially as you head down the stretch, you may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs.
Good.
This is the time
I'm
to
glad
get it
that I
going.
am.
And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. Receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
No, it's not. It's 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Now it's 1st and goal.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully.
Bro, that's the wrong way.
Open space with big guys leading the way.
2nd and
That's the
goal
one the
from
wrong
inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Tony Pollard. His
See
third
that?
touchdown now
See
on
that?
the year. And the
See that,
Steelers
Patrick?
continue
See that?
to pull away here in this first half.
Yeah.
Boy, I mean, at this point, what more do we say here?
Quit, London, watch my stream.
And you know, so many people talk all the time about having announcer-less games, and they want that. This could be a
Right.
candidate for it, because if we
lot
stay
of
here and do
commentary.
this, we're going to have a lot to fill in the second
Actually, yeah.
There's still another half, and the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off.
I can hear the guys talking in the game. I can hear myself talking.
So they're able to throw it in for the
I can see Patrick in the chat.
Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because
It's great.
if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
John died. I'm sorry, but he died.
They'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
I was at his funeral last night.
Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the
Phone went
Saints
off.
offense. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but
Was
no
this in the
catches.
Spanish
so how do they
music?
get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it.
How do you
on routes
understand
he
that?
likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active.
Is that why
and
that's
involved in
why he
the
failed
game.
Spanish class?
You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him
Emotional
No
damage.
catches. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Emotional damage.
Does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offenses is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now we'll get a quick timeout. Carlin's number 2 as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football.
Go, big man.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody
Yes, he
to
did.
get the ball out of
I
his
said
hands.
big man.
In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball
Yes, he
snapped,
did
I know
retire.
exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on
I
the
said, there you
ground.
go get it, big
When you
man.
can also knock the ball free while doing so.
Oh, he loves big
there's
men.
the bonus for you as a defender.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As
Clock
the Farmers
management.
stop with
Clock
37
management.
seconds to play in this first half. Minshew, 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he's got his big tight end here. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Now Minshew. To the goal
Damn
line,
it.
but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Godwin as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And this is going to be caught.
No.
We're not sure about
Johnny
the
got school
number
tomorrow.
2, but they get it and extend this lead out even
You
further.
get-
And of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or
Yeah, John.
pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
He's white.
So not much time to speak of remaining in
They're
this first
holding
half as
instant,
the
John.
kicks away.
Every day, I mean every Sunday.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half as they take over with just
COVID
17
confirmed?
seconds left before the break. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
I've never
2nd
been
and
baptized.
5. pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached half due to time constraints.
Who's Zoe?
Some emo little fuck that he met, that he likes, that he still won't date, that also I don't like her. Is emo. And
You have friends?
doesn't have the fat. It's just has thick thighs, and apparently he gets turned on by thighs, which is really weird. What? Live by the thigh, die by the
Forward in today's broadcast.
Live by the ass, die by the ass.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third
Or I get
quarter.
stretched by an ass. Ooh.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the first half definitely their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead,
What?
the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Off play action, it's Minshew. Being chased out left. Dancing away at the 35. And now they're in the hurry up. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And that would get
What the hell?
incomplete. So Charles, you look at this
Najee?
offense, and really on paper, at least a great situation for
Pay
them
attention.
coming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question:
Your face is
any worry
collectible.
that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than
Exactly.
any other on the schedule because
That was a joke.
I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep
What?
the task ahead. Make sure they take care of business in this one.
What just
Otherwise,
happened?
You're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the
The
open
miracle
week
in
and having to
Milltown.
stew about
That's what it was.
Dancing to his left. Open man is Johnson.
What?
Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson.
No, I just witnessed a play of the century.
And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the lead
Like a
grows
show,
even
huh?
larger here in the third quarter.
Are you guys show your M&Ms to me?
This drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
I want some
To
M&Ms.
kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
London can.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get
I gave
their
him
drive
permission.
started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation.
Jonathan is the same
on
thing.
forward.
He's not about that.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Yes, I do believe him. I
Najee
believe him.
Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the third quarter. Quick completion here to Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Looking to throw it.
Maybe just suck dick.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And now it's second down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. They're targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. On the draw, It's Pollard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Fighting through at the 25. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Minshew. It's brought in by Harris. Shifts by him, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. From the 2
Up
now,
your bungs,
2nd
Julio.
and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Only if you think it's, only if you put it in that way.
His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Steelers
Hey, John.
add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is
How many
going
rushing
to
yards
extend another week.
did you have this season?
And Minshew will throw for it. That's caught. And they are just
How many
not
rushing yards did you have this
He
season?
is into the end zone here for 2 more. So they like to pass there on the 2.
How many passing yards did you have this season?
Risky there, it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted, they return
Real
it.
life.
That's 2 points for the defense, but not on that
How
play.
many? How many passing yards did you have this season?
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
You see, I never seen politics once in any of the football games I've watched.
And this
I don't
will
know.
not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
I haven't seen no politics in any of the games I played.
Set to take over once again.
I haven't seen
Out
any
comes
politics
the
in
Saints
any of the games I
offense.
watched.
And they unfortunately are
You must be
staring
watching.
at many
You
losing
must be watching
streak
Canadian
developing,
football.
trailing here in the
Patrick, you don't
fourth
watch football.
quarter.
What do you mean?
This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now left side on the swing pass. Shoves him aside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
You guys are lame.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. He'll look to
Not the
throw.
football I watch.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
I watch
And
NFL.
they'll
I
bring
ain't
it
seen no
up here to
politics.
right at the 40-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first
Oh, I
down.
never seen any of that. So
Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
I never seen anybody complain about the
Appears
or
we have
any
a
of that.
Steeler here slowly
Last time I
getting
did was like 4 years
Check
ago.
on his status when we
It was
get
like
back.
4 years
Gotta
ago.
Imagine the pass rush will be equally in 2nd down following the sack.
It was
It's
4 years ago
2nd
when
and
Colin
18.
Kaepernick took a knee.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like
You're
Steeler
supposed to take a
football.
knee.
It
This
is.
is respect.
Okay,
Because he's
this
got a
isn't
fat
one
dumpy.
Where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through, and that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, 26 yards. And the Steelers look like they're going to be moving to 6-0 extend that lead even further. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
Hasn't even been a month yet.
Last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
So 4 weeks.
I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession.
4 weeks in 1 day,
So
because 4
we're
weeks is 28
symptomatic.
days, and it's only been 29
Your
days.
analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Alex Highsmith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th.
Somebody's watching me.
Pulled in at the 24.
Boom!
Still fighting through tackles. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. 146 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes, and boy,
so watch the stream.
Watch this offense operate, quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Minshew sets to throw. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That one looks like he'll throw here. That is caught at the 7. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll go play action here with Minshew. He'll buy some time, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we got no shot to beat this team.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
Exactly.
going.
Hey, John.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly
John.
everything went for us today. Coaching,
Guess how many points I
playing,
have?
the whole deal. And never forget it.
69.
because
You're not going to want into a sea of
69.
defenders and enters. He's picked off at his own 46. And he brings it back to right around the 26. Yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. And often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Well, they're looking strong here in the fourth quarter. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6.
Bro, I
across the 30
swear to
the
God,
31.
Patrick is hacking my game.
Second down and 4. Looking to throw.
Because they're catching balls now.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out.
We won!
On this football game. So
6-0.
for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you
I'm
what,
new
Charles,
jealous.
this might be about as good.
No. I know. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Alright. Sounds good. Alright.
left the room.
How the fuck you already leave?
I don't know. Fucking. I don't know. You steal this car that's parked right behind your car. Just to drive over to my car so I can get my car and drive over to the limo where the limo is and get your car and in the car, yeah. You get? You understand what I just said?
No.
Alright. Good. Well, let's go.
What? Oh, fuck.
What? What's up?
I just witnessed a car go flying up in the air.
The fuck? You got an anti-gravity gun in this game now?
Apparently.
You just hacking. Why am I lagging? Fuck. Try not to hit me.
Not down here.
Not down there.
Nope.
Most likely.
Down here. I got a rubber corner sprint. Hang on. God damn it. I didn't get the wallet.
God, what the fuck? Again?
I gotta touch him again. Hey!
Hey, bulletproof tires? Car was involved in a drive-by. Shit! Apparently a very deadly drive-by.
Poor man.
What do you mean, poor man?
You hit a man on my screen.
Okay, thank you. I said thank you. Thank you. You bitch. Turn me back around.
I'm trying.
Thank you. You. Thank you. Don't fucking
About to
stop.
say, bitch.
Okay, I guess we're just riding in your car. I was about to say you bitch. I guess we're taking your car now.
Hmm?
We're taking your car. called. So, also before I start up the final one, because this is the one with the chopper, I'm gonna go buy a minigun real quick.
You want a minigun? Yeah, I thought you did.
No, I thought I did too. Like I could have sworn I saw it in my
For the
weapon.
longest time you had one.
I know I could have sworn I saw it in my weapon, but I guess I didn't.
Where's your car stuck at?
It was stuck in the middle of the stairs, like in that little square.
It's not there.
Yeah, because I returned it, but I don't feel like calling it back. So, or at least not yet. So, yeah. What the fuck? Where'd your car go?
Anyway,
I thought you were heading towards the truck.
we can take the truck.
The pole's in my way. God
Are you wearing a pants that shows a diaper?
No. I don't think so. Check. No. I just had to get out the car and check. Alright, I'll drive your car back. And you can take the guy. Or do you want me to take the guy?
It don't matter to me.
Alright.
Whoever gets to him first.
Hard stand.
You know that was clean.
That was clean. That was clean as fuck.
That wasn't.
If that pole in the box wasn't there, that would have been pretty clean, but you see, turns out
What is
that's
there
some
a pipe in the ground?
what the fuck? That's a stunt jump? Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Never seen
unless
that.